What up, YouTube family? It's your boy, Cayman James, a.k.a. Mr. C Money here. I'm about to go in, but I'm just taking it slow because I exhausted so much energy in that game. I don't know where to start. So, Texans go up 7-0 with Kenny Stills. Talked about my podcast video. Use Kenny Stills more. Cool. I'm like, okay. Okay, Bill O'Brien, you showing me something. Okay. You get a block punt. Woo! Okay. I'm seeing some heart here. Cool. Bet. Then Deshaun walks it down. Oh, no, Tyreek Hill, he fumbles. He fumbled the punt. Bet, we in the dough. 21-0. I'm going to get to that play I know I'm talking about. So on 4th and 1, you can't get lined up. But here's my thing about momentum, and I'm going to get to the momentum changing plays. Forget the fact that you couldn't get lined up. You go for that. Deshaun rolling, the team rolling. You don't stop that. You keep that going. So we don't get the 4th and 1. No, we don't get it. We don't even try the 4th and 1. So we send Fairbairn out there to go kick the field goal. I would like 28-0, but I guess 24-0. That's still a 24-point lead. Then McCall Harmon, he runs back a 70-yard kick return, which he didn't get, but he got 70 yards out the shit. Even though he stepped out about the 50-yard line, but you in Kansas City, they ain't gonna make that call. Let's just be, it is what it is. And they ain't scoring. It's 24-7. Then, okay, so in the most egregious play, you on a 30-yard line, they territory. Now, remind you, you was just on 4th and 1 at the 20-yard line, getting ready to score on the previous drive, and you kick a field goal, but on 4th and 5, you do a fake punt? What? You gotta be joking, right? And that's not on Brad Seeley. He gets the special teams coach. He designs the play, of course, but that's Bill O'Brien. Then all people, you give it to Justin Reed. He might be athletic for a safety, but he ain't that fast. Because if you see, Justin Reed had a wide open lane of first down, and a linebacker hawked him down and tackled him. A backup linebacker at that. So I'm like, then of course, Kansas City marched down the field. Now it's 24-14. Travis Kelce, who was a Texan killer all day. Then DeAndre Carter, which, oh my God, believe it or not, I know this sounds crazy. You take the time in the video to really break down DeAndre Carter overall game to me. But I never thought that he was a good return specialist to me. Never, ever. He has not done nothing but get you 10 or 15 yards here and there. He fumbles the ball on kickoff return. I'm like, Lord have mercy. I said, that's not on Bill O'Brien. And anybody Bill O'Brien supporters want to say, but again, they couldn't. No. Momentum plays. That fake punt, dude. And here's the thing, y'all. Well, Romeo should. I'm not blaming Romeo. You know why? Because he should have came back in the first place. Who brought him back? I don't know. Mr. Billy O'Brien. He brought him back. I told him to bring back Romeo. But what do they all have in common? We are from New England. And no matter how bad shit is going, I'm going to ride with New England because, hey, it's the best thing to do. No matter how trash it is. So, Kansas City scores again with Dick Damien was up the middle. Now, it's 21-24. Then, okay, the Texans get the ball again. And for some odd reason, Bill O'Brien do this up the middle with Carlos Hyde. Screen to DeAndre that almost a fumble. Deshaun had hopped on the ball. I'm like, dude, what are you doing? You see the game is slipping out your hands, but you playing conservative football. I don't get this, man. I'm like, oh, Lord have mercy. And we are literally on the verge of losing the lead. And then you got all day long. I criticized Laremy Tunsil last video. It wasn't even Laremy Tunsil. It was Chris Clark. Chris Clark. Oh, another Bill O'Brien decision. He has veteran presence. Oh, I forgot. Oh, because he's good for the locker room. Fuck out of here. Now you bench J.J., which properly done. The only thing you did right today. Why aren't you starting Roger Johnson? And you see Frank Clark is killing him. You see that. Now, Titus Howard locked up Frank Clark last time he played him. But, of course, he's on injured reserve. He's not out there, so that's not about that. Then, of course, I don't need to talk about this, y'all. Y'all know what happened with 3 and out. Kansas City went right down the field, and right before halftime, these fools scored 4 touchdowns in 1 quarter. You gotta be fucking kidding me. Like, oh, but that's not coaching, right? That's just, oh, hey, real man has a trash defense. Here's the thing, y'all. That's not a surprise. JJ, I didn't talk about JJ in my preview video for the game. But I think it's important that I talk about, what Dan came in. You don't want to talk about him, but on the negative light. No, it ain't about that. Y'all, JJ is done. He is a pass rusher in certain moments. Now, to me, where was the pressure? Not just JJ. Where was Woody Mercers? Where was DJ Reader? Where was Jacob Martin? Where they at? Where they at, though? Where they at? Nowhere to be found. Pat Mahomes got all day, he just chilling. He got nothing to do. He got all day to throw the ball. Now, one of my people who follow me, shout this out. I don't think Lonnie Johnson was ever the same when he got hurt. You know, he came back in the game. I don't think he was right because Kelsey was just, which I've said in the past about Lonnie Johnson, he doesn't do well against slants. Kelsey was just eating up Lonnie on routes all game, just eating him up, just tearing him up all game. And let me get to Bradley Roby. The man who, I think we can bring Bradley Roby back. Fuck out of here. That dude, because he got 2-3 picks this year, you want to bring him back as a number one corner? It is a reason why Denver let him go. So, what was the original take on Bradley Roby in the offseason? We brought him here to shut down people like T.Y. Hilton and Tyreek Hill. Tyreek Hill, y'all burnt him all game. Go look at the tape. The only reason why he didn't just kill us, was because he dropped one pass and then Justin Reed made him drop another one. And he had a pass interference on one of them because he was holding Tyreek Hill. Other than that, y'all, he burnt Bradley Roby all game. I hate to say it, Garyon Conley didn't get picked on like that. Vernon Hargrave I don't even want to talk about that dude. That dude been not good. That's what I'm saying. Okay. You're down 4 points at half. Even though you just gave them 28 straight points. Okay. You down 4 points. And I must admit, when the Kansas got the ball, I didn't think that maybe kicking to a field goal, we could go out the field. And hold on, y'all. I'm going to keep saying it. But nobody wants to hear me because you think I'm just talking. Why is McKinney on third down? Why is McKinney on third down, y'all? Why is he playing third down, y'all? Because not once, not twice, not three, not four, but 5 different occasions on third down, Mahomes is extending the play, and he's running right past McKinney. Go look at the tape. And I'm looking at Romeo, but here's the thing. As bad as I want to bash Romeo because he's been gone, I've done that on so many of my podcast videos, y'all. Y'all, for my followers who follow me, y'all know I have bashed Romeo. I'm done with that. They just displayed the aptitude and just the retardation of this team. And you're going to keep putting McKinney on third down, and you know that motherfucker can't cover. You know McKinney can't cover. He can't run in open space. Now, against the Titans, it would have been perfect. Because they don't do a lot of scrambling with Ryan Tannehill. They're going to get the ball, Derrick Henry, and try to rush 39, 40 times. He would have been perfect for that game. But a team like Kansas City or a team like Baltimore, you need players with speed at linebacker. I talked about this with my homeboy, Madden, or like the video game Madden, on football in general. It's like chess. It's like matchups. When you step onto a field, you should know your personnel. And while we might know your personnel, recognize the team you're going against. Because you realize on certain teams, there's certain players, okay, with J-Jo, have that same mindset with McKinney. I don't care the fact that he's only 26, 27 years old. I don't care about that. The man can't cover in space or run in space. Mahomes ain't that fast, but he's faster than McKinney. And all he's doing was rolling left, rolling right, and McKinney he just run. And I can't get mad because that's not McKinney's specialty to work third down zone. It's not. Never have been. And he's only getting older, and it never will be. Now, maybe a team like the Titans, maybe a team like maybe like Oakland, for people who know how to use certain personnel, McKinney would be good, but McKinney's not good for your defense when it comes to, because the next 10 years is going to be Baltimore and Kansas City. Those are your rivals. That's the team who you're going to be competing against for the next 5 to 10 years. And they're going to both of them are going to have the same thing. They're going to have speed and athleticism at quarterback and wide receiver and somewhat tight end. You need speed at linebacker and the D-line. Because JJ and Whitney Merciless and DJ Reader, the only one who got so much speed on that D-line is Jacob Martin. And he using his ass wrong. So, and what bothered me about Bill O'Brien in the play calling was on Deshaun. Honey Badger knows your plays because he was just here a year ago. So clearly, and what was the narrative? Well, you know Will Fuller, Texas is good when Will Fuller, Texas is good when they got Will Fuller. Will Fuller played, and it didn't mean that. First quarter, it meant something. Bill O'Brien doesn't have a killer mentality. And y'all, not just today, this is Bill O'Brien's MO. He gets big leads and gives them up. This is MO. And I know it's an old game. It was a regular season. Remember the Atlanta game when you went up? When you won 51-38? Well, Romeo got a trash defense. And the only reason why you got 51 points is because Matt Ryan threw a pick six to end the game, and Tayshaun Gibson ran it back, and it was a 51-38 game. You don't stay aggressive. All you do is get big lead, similar to the Rockets, get big lead, and you give them up. But football is different than basketball. See, in basketball, 5, 6, 7 threes, you can come back in a basketball game. So it's not surprising to come back from a 20-point lead in basketball. It's not hard to come back. But in football, it's harder because you need 5 or 6 things to go right. Defense to play well. You need the offense to go well. The play calling. The momentum of the game. In football, momentum is everything. That 4th and 1, go for it. Worst come to worst, you make Mahomes drive 70 yards. You make them drive. Worst come to worst, you make it because Deshaun, when you got a hot Deshaun, shout out to Spitz on Solid Sports. He said this many times. Deshaun is a rhythm quarterback. You gotta keep that going. You know, well, because man, we couldn't get lined up. Who gives a fuck? Give Deshaun the ball on 4th and 1, let him make a play. He was killing Kansas City in the first quarter and the early second. He was killing them. Why stop? And I know, well, Romeo, he could have stopped 41 straight points. No, because you got a head coach, and what I think of Bill O'Brien is, you down and you still want to play conservative. I'm like, and then what happened to Duke Johnson? You didn't even use him to the 4th quarter. But you already down by 20 points. I'm like, hold on, y'all. And for you Bill O'Brien supporters, dude, what man you know doesn't be aggressive? If I know a team like Kansas City who can score you within a blink of an eye, why would I sit there and start playing conservative? How many excuses we going to keep giving Bill O'Brien? Oh, because he won the AFC South. He won the AFC South. He won the AFC South. I don't care about no AFC South. And you know what it's looking like? He is looking like the Marvin Lewis of the Texans. Just the upgraded version because he won a couple playoff games. And excuse me, let's talk about Bill O'Brien's record now. He's now 2-4. He's now 2-4. You beat Connor Cook, who's in the XFL, and you beat a mediocre Josh Allen, who's gonna get better. In my opinion, he's gonna get better. It's just his second year at starting. Get some more weapons. We'll see what happens. But, dude, last week you should have lost. You got lucky because the Bills' offense isn't potent like that. I said that in my previous video, and I said that leading up to that game. Buffalo offense, but their defense is top 2, top 3. If they had the same kind of offense like they do their defense, we lose that game. Oh, my friend, and he know who I'm talking to. I ain't got to say his name. I talked to his behind after the game. Oh, well, we got to look at it, bro. If Bill O'Brien would have made that fake punt, we win the game. No, you dumb fuck. You don't turn down a 4th and 1 to go for it on 4th and 5. What sense does that make? Yes, in football, you take risk. I'm not denying that. You take risk. But there's a difference. I was just telling my old coworker this, and he didn't want to leave me. But anybody that has a right sense of mind, hear what I'm talking about here. There's a difference between a good risk and a dumb risk. You don't do a fake punt on a 30-yard line in their territory. Why? But you on a 20-yard line on your territory, getting ready to score, and instead of going on 4th and 1, to make it more likely you would have got because Deshaun had it going, you turn it down to kick a field goal instead of, you're going to look how backwards that is. But this is the idiot decisions that Bill O'Brien constantly makes. He misuses personnel. I don't care about the division. Excuse my language here. Fuck the division. I don't care about the division. I don't care. Think about this too, y'all. You realize the Colts, the Jaguars, and the Titans have all gone to the AFC Championship since Bill O'Brien's been here. And like I just told my friends a joke, but I'm serious. We can't even get a pair of draws to go to the AFC Championship. We haven't even sniffed it. Now, credit Mike D'Antoni of the Rockets. I'm not saying that he's even better, but at least Mike D'Antoni got you to a Game 7 of a WCF against the greatest team probably in NBA history in the Golden State Warriors. I can give him that. Even though he didn't win, that was only based on the fact that Chris Paul injured his hamstring. That's my whole point, y'all. Cal Manel needs to make that change. You need to fire Bill O'Brien and his whole coaching staff. He won't do it, of course, but you fired Brian Game before the season started. Even though, like my homeboy just said, Brian, that was more Bill O'Brien, low-key dry snitching. I can agree with that. But if you have a short leash on this team and what is your success rate, what's stopping you from firing Bill O'Brien? Oh, what? Because we keep winning the division? And you barely won that playoff game. Do you realize This is why the national media doesn't take us seriously, y'all. You know that, right? You do realize games like this, that's why they look at the Texans as a joke. Believe it or not, they believe more the Rockets than the Texans. Because the Rockets, at least, we ain't won since 95. The Rockets do be consistently competitive every year. The 3 years the Rockets didn't make the playoffs, they were still like 4 games over 500, even though we weren't making the playoffs. Bill O'Brien is not the right coach. People disagree with me on Twitter when I said this, but I'm going to say it now. Gary Kubiak, right coach. Matt Schaub, wrong quarterback. Now, Bill O'Brien, wrong coach. Deshaun Watson, right quarterback. Because anybody can agree with me when I say this. If it's Gary Kubiak instead of Bill O'Brien, y'all think we don't beat the Chiefs today? Now, I know everybody not Kubiak. Well, he never did anything he never risked anything. He had Matt Schaub. He couldn't do much. Look what he did even though they lost yesterday. Look what he did with my cousin, Kirk Cousins, my third cousin. Look what he did with Kirk Cousins this year. He went to New Orleans and he beat the Saints. You can't tell me about if we don't have a Gary Kubiak from 2010, 2011 versus having a 2018, 2019, and sorry, Bill O'Brien, a.k.a. Mr. Booty Chin, that we don't win that game today, y'all. Kubiak will not have brought back Romeo Crennel. Like, you gotta be joking, right? You gotta be joking. And you Bill O'Brien supporter, I don't want to hear the excuses. I'm tired of the excuses. I'm tired of it. I don't want to hear it no more. This has to be the most embarrassing loss in Texas and Houston history. Maybe not as bad as that Oilers loss, and I was just born in 92. I was just born that year. I can feel their pain. This is sickening, y'all. All I can do is just watch. Wasting good years of Deshaun. All right, y'all. I'm going to get up out of here, man. I say what I had to say. Got how I feel. Cabernet, you got some fucking nuts. You fired Bill O'Brien and Romeo in the morning, which you know you're not going to do. But you need to. Because you don't. Bill O'Brien is Marvin Lewis. Just with a couple of playoff wins. Marvin Lewis didn't win no playoff games. He nothing but an upgraded version of Marvin Lewis. And I'm done with it, y'all. I'm going to support the team still, but Bill O'Brien make you hard for you to root for him. But I'm going to still be here, though. But I won't watch this team with excitement. Now, if I get that notification saying that Bill O'Brien is fired, then I get dancing up in here. But until that time, I watch a team like this. Like, that's all I'm watching. That's all I'm watching the Texans. I'm not going to be, woo! I'm not doing all that. All right, y'all. Like, subscribe my page. Cameron James. Wrap till a season. And look out for my Rockets videos, y'all. You know I support them Rockets. I'll holler. Peace.